junction Seisatu Farmer. Akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN Momo Loans. Wetungire loni mu butikitiki ya simu yawe. Otaijuiza rupapura ruona runde kuteka yo musimbo na MTN Momo. Wekonyeze MTN Momo app. Rundo omega sita emu mukaga itanu sita itanu hashi. MTN tuli tuena titukwemerezibwa. MTN Mobile Money Uganda Limited dinero lerwa banka yankura ya Uganda.
A very good evening, listener. It's exactly 8 p.m. Today is the 27th of March 2024. The news in English read to you by Asaba, Priscilla, Anet, and now the detail. Kasimbi Sub-County LC3 chairperson Namuhereza Tegeka Tibangana is under fire from councillors who accuse him of crippling service delivery through engaging in criminality and fighting unnecessary wars. Namuhereza Tegeka was last month arrested but released on police bond on allegations of causing grievous harm to one Patrick Muhangi, a resident of Kitoro East in Kasimbi Sub-County, who was accused of stealing a bicycle in the same area. Ever since Namuhereza Tegeka was released, he deserted the area and the police have been hunting for him to be arrested again. The sub-county councillors, led by the Speaker Brian Kutegeka, today trekked from Kasimbi to meet the Kibale District LC5 chairperson Godfrey Muwonge Kasanga, whom they asked for intervention. In a meeting convened at the home of Muwonge in Kibale village, Bwamiramira sub-county, the councillors reported that Namuhereza Tegeka is among other things failing to run the affairs of the sub-county due to his absence in the area, hence paralyzing service delivery to residents for close to a full month.
abo hati bono funa delegation ku rugo mu igombali ya Kasimbi yebembeirwa mukuru speaker w'igomborora kandi bayizire okondereza no kwetu nibayine muno kwetomboyita abo ensonga ezagwira ali chairman rusisiri wa Kasimbi omukuru Namuhereza Tegeka mukuru chairman akafuna mu buzibo bwose ensonga ezabere yoko ka police n'amateka kugakaba nibamujunane ensonga ezimunezimo bayitumba hamize bigambo bingi bibazibwe bayitunkubanihiza abantu bakasimbi muhumure kandi mure mutekaine ensonga zino itwena kabembezi tuzitekereho bujunanizibwa tugenda gutekaho buri bwona bakora ensonga ezo za bakurungi kandi chairman yagaruka atandike kole mirimo yikurungi.
Addressing them, Godfrey Muwonge Kasanga calls for calm, adding that the political leadership of Kibale will soon take full responsibility in ensuring that the case against Namuhereza Tegeka is resolved. KDRFM has learned from sources that in the process of granting a police bond to Namuhereza Tegeka, the parties agreed that he would pay 7 million shillings to the complainant, but later reduced to pay 2 million shillings to cater for the medical bills, among other expenses. In other news, Kibale Town Council councillors have raised a concern on the poor distribution of piped water within Kibale Town Council, Kibale District. They raised these concerns yesterday during the council meeting, where they laid a draft budget estimate worth over 818 million shillings for the next financial year 2024-2025 at the town council headquarters in Kibale District. Councillors note that the water on taps is at a very low pressure and that there is no water on some taps, exorbitant charges for both installation and water bills, among other issues.
Sinamita bakuzibaga obutubani tutaya amaizi makagaitu ekibasoka kutuha eba mita deni na mita ezikubanza ezikuruga ha connecting kwija ha mita tunka abantu abo batufokeire ekizibu kwibe bintu byeyo bakabagamba aku expanding amaizi mid western umbrella ereme ku expanding amaizi
abantu bacha irungu gali mazima amaizi bagafuna enaku bunaku tibaicha na wiki oba na mwezi nibafuna amaizi tanke eba hansi muno ekyo abambule bakagamba bali gitembya eri hansi muno era amaizi abantu bakyayirungu bakubonabona muno n'amaizi
nyoke nyini ng'omwebembezi nkekonyezebwaho mu mutaka kandi kasitoma w'amaizi yansaba mwekulembere muike ofisi z'amaizi naenda amaizi baitu nyamuikizeyo nabwire bunu akayijuza fomu zona yamalira buli kimwe baitu amaizi barime kumuteekaho
ngeke kikonge amaizi kuija ruoya pensaho mukuru wono atuyambo ruoyo rwo ituraruhona tuta.
In response, the newly posted Kibale branch manager of Midwestern Umbrella of Water and Sanitation, Nicholas Tolit, has committed to rectify the raised concerns and also ensure adequate water supply after the construction of a new water reservoir in Rukindo.
So I communicated earlier. I'm still a new area manager and I found a lot of challenges. First of all, I'm a worker of public service. I'm an engineer. I've been attached to Midwestern Umbrella. From there, they've assigned me to Chibale as the area manager. So with the experience I have, all the challenges, I can generally address it. All those lines where customer receive hairs, we are going to install what? An air release valve, whereby whenever we pump and water come, that air release valve is first remove away the air from the pipe. So that what goes to your tap, it is purely water. So I would urge our dear leaders, the councillors, you are the president in your zone. Please, whenever there is a problem a customer is having, advise them to reach our office. Our office is open every Monday, Friday, even after Saturday. We are available.
In other news, Kagadi District Council has today elected the Mpefo Sub-County Councillor Andrew Mbusa as the chairperson, Finance, Planning, Administration and Works Committee in a rerun after he garnered the same number of votes with his rival Richard Namanya in the polls held last evening. In a repeated polls during the council meeting held at Kagadi Community Hall, Andrew Mbusa emerged the winner with 32 votes and Richard Namanya, councillor for Workers, pulled 21 votes. While presiding over the council sitting, the district speaker Magezi Muwongi declared Mbusa Andrew as the chairperson, Finance, Planning, Administration and Works Committee, joining other chairpersons for standing committees of Community Services and Education and Health who were elected by the council on Tuesday. These are Elgadi Tumsime, councillor for Nyakarongo Sub-County, who was elected chairperson for the Education and Health Committee, and Edward Birungi, councillor for Mabale Sub-County, who was elected the chairperson for Committee of Community Services.
Mbusa, Namanya, Mbusa, Andrew, Mbusa, Namanya. Honourable members, Honourable Mbusa has polled 32 votes and Honourable Namanya 37, and one who was invalid. I am wondering how do we get an invalid vote? But it has happened. It has happened. Maybe that was the choice of the one voting, but they all are up to a total of 60. And I want to take this opportunity to declare Honourable Mbusa as the winner and the chairperson of Finance, Production and the Works. I congratulate you, the winners.
Andrew Mbusa thanked councillors for trusting him with the mandate, also promising to offer her diligent services. Meanwhile, Richard Namanya, who lost the election, promises to work together with the elected chairpersons of the standing committees, but condemns external forces whom he alleges that they influenced the voting exercise.
Nimpishe kusima kwanje na munonga abahagize banje ba district councillors abonyikire ninsaba karurukano nye mwazo bagirize kukampa bitukagwa draw mutayonje yiriyo 13 na nyine 13 kandi akaruruka yongeze byo kuterera izoba of course ngoma imbizo nagumiza muri mobilizing kuranga abantu banje tebarugamuramo kandi no kurango aba batakampagire batakareba ubundo burungi bwanje nabo baruge bize bakoreki batoyungeho and I'm happy ngo rizoba na singa karuru no buruma 32 kandi mutahe wanje yihayo bururu 25 kandi nyenda kusaba naba batakumpagira bareke kutina tinye nebuziba ko atuna turiya bembezi babantu nimbaraganiza tingoza kubahemukira ninza kubahereza kurenje mu buhinganiza
exercise hoire korongi I have no problem Karuru Mbusa asingire I think by 4 votes which is normal tunesonga katulibate kokobiri should get another chance another time. Lesson is learned, you know, when the people who are in power they have means of stopping you to succeed. I think they got a chance of manipulating the Akarukan.
On the same development, councillors expressed their disappointment that the voting exercise was influenced by the top district leadership, expressing fears that this may affect service delivery as the elected chairpersons may serve the interests of the invisible powers and not the public.
kusinzira ijo akaru akatubere nako kabachiya person ba committees tulengere kuoleka ba kansala bagenzi baitu omugaso gwa akaru kana katukugyama akuba kurugiye nyuma twizin talibana mu government yetubere nayo kandi what I'm sure of hata it is a double, it is going to double awokuba kana akaru. Let me tell you abantu abakabere hati mbarora anti yabakwati biri birungi kandi barajya mu muntu watakwatagana bo wakoragana n'abandi n'abakansala abayinkijya kubakora kubi abantu obukyamura mu buzuru obuhereza mutagamba niito bakansala abamu
leso ne kusooka busooka rurukataito akaruru kano ijo kahurerege omudro twamanya tukujja kagaruka mu nkatwe bakansalas batu nambere bukereire kabe katakyale mu ngalo zaitu interest zabo ziri mu kufuna ebyabo bibakwenda atari kwikyo obuhereza abantu.
At least 10 people have been confirmed to have died while 25 others have sustained serious injuries in a road crash that occurred yesterday at Kiganda along Kyarurangira Isingiro Road. Maiko Kananura, the Traffic Police Directorate spokesperson, says the crash involved a Kanta lorry registration number UAP 559X. He says preliminary investigations indicate that the driver, who is currently on the run, was heading towards the Isingiro when he lost control of the vehicle and it overturned, killing 10 passengers instantly. Kananura says the bodies of the deceased have been transported to Kyarurangira Health Center 3 for post-mortem examination, while some of the victims have been referred to Rakai Hospital for treatment. He urges motorists and all road users to be cautious, especially as the Easter festives fast approach.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
On the international scene, the son of Guinea-Bissau's ex-president has been sentenced to over 6 years in prison by the U.S. court for leading an international heroin trafficking ring. Malam Bachai Sangha Jr., 52, planned to use the proceeds to fund his ambitions to become Guinea-Bissau's president through a coup. Authorities say he is the son of Malam Bachai Sangha, who led the West African country from 2009 until his death in 2012. Sangha Jr. has been linked to a failed coup in February 2022. As I wind up the news, a look up at the top stories. Kasimbi Sub-County LOC3 chairperson in trouble as councillors seek LOC5's intervention. Kagadi Council elects Mbusa chairperson finance committee in a repeated poll. 10 dead, over 20 injured in a Isingiro road crash, and son of Guinea-Bissau's ex-president jailed in US for trafficking drugs to fund coup. It is 12 minutes past 8 p.m. That was the news in English, read to you by Asaba, Priscilla, Anet. Stay tuned and have a good night.
From all over the world, local, regional, national and international, KDR FM brings you all the stories. KDR FM News, World's proudly sponsored by MTN.